Hey guys, welcome back to Obsessive Car Desires, and as always I hope all is good. So today we have with us the Maruti Suzuki Ciaz, and we are going to review this car. But before that, those who have not subscribed, please quickly subscribe and press the bell icon to get the latest updates. Also follow our Instagram page to never ever miss any update. So let's start with the review. So guys, this is the top end variant of Maruti Suzuki Ciaz, and I will take you closer. So there is a Suzuki logo at the center, and there are four strips which are flowing throughout the grille, which are in chrome, and the Suzuki logo is in chrome as well. The chrome strips are adding elegance to the design, and below you have a space for the natural air cooling of the radiator, where there are two strips which are present. And now moving towards the headlamps, these are projected headlamps. So the lower beam is projected headlamp and the upper beam is having halogen bulb. So this is the turn indicator, and there are no DRLs because this is the BS4 version. And below there is fog lamp which is also of halogen. And now the bumper design is having a floating effect. So ये एक स्पोर्टियर इफेक्ट देती है यहाँ पे. So यहाँ पे आप चेक कर सकते हैं. Now here the color of the car is metallic glistening grey, which is a nice color, and the variant is ZXi. There are in all 8 variants available in this car. And now talking about the engine bay, you have 1373cc of petrol engine, where the max power is 91.1 bhp at 6000 rpm and max torque of 130 newton meter at 4000 rpm. There is insulation provided here as well, and the engine bay is in a nice organized manner. From this sound you can make it out that this is a Maruti Suzuki car. So I will not go in deep, but now moving towards the side profile, we'll take up the tires first. So these are 185/65 R15. So these are 15-inch wheels, and you get nice alloy wheels. So these really suit the car, and there is a Suzuki logo in the center with 4 nut bolts. You also get a ventilated disc brake at the front. This is the VVT badging, which is variable valve timing, and here you have the ORVM with integrated turn indicator. Now this is the size of the vehicle from the side. The length of the car is 4.4 meters and the ground clearance is 170 mm, which is good according to the Indian standards, whereas the wheelbase is 2.6 meters. Now the B pillar is in matte black, and you get chrome handles on all the 4 doors. Also here you get a reference sensor, as this is a key fob operated vehicle, and also there is the option of the keyhole when the battery of the key fob is down and you are unable to open the door. Now here you get MacPherson strut type suspension in the front, and at the rear you get torsion beam, which is a good combination of suspensions. Now moving ahead with the rear profile, the width of the car is 1.7 meters while the height is 1.4 meters. So there will be adequate space inside. Now taking closer look of the rear, you have this really big rear windscreen with defogger lines, and this is the center stop lamp. And on the boot you have the Suzuki logo at the center, and on the left hand side Maruti Suzuki badging, and on the right you have the Ciaz badging, and below the variant badging, which is ZXi. Now we will take a closer look at the tail lamps. So this is the main brake lamp. Below there is an indicator, and on the boot you have the reverse parking light. There are halogen bulbs in all the chambers, and this is the dummy light which is having no bulbs inside. There are illuminators covered in a plastic element, which is giving the car a more sportier look. Also here there are reverse parking sensors and a camera as well, which has now become a compulsory element in the BS6 norms. And if you want to check more about BS6, you can click the link above. And here I have opened the boot. So with the help of this button you can access the boot as well. This is the lock button, this is the unlock button, and here you have the boot option. So the boot just gets unlocked and you have to lift the boot lid. You can open it from here as well. So here you have the boot size, which is 510 liters and is the biggest in the segment and is very impressive. So carrying luggage will not be a question here. Also there is a cabin light provided. It is quite deep as well, so आराम से आप अच्छा खासा सामान कैरी कर सकते हैं while going on a trip. And here you have the other option of opening the boot. This is the camera, rear camera. This car also has a spare wheel which is of 185/65 and is a 15-inch steel wheel. Also the fuel tank capacity is of 43 liters and the rated mileage is 20 kilometers per liters. So एक बार आप टैंक फुल कर लेते हो आप आराम से 500 kilometers तक जा सकते हो. Now this is the rear door from inside, and there is a quarter glass and a big window as well. Now the door panel is in dual tone and there is a glossy surface which is separating the two. So you get black surface and a beige surface as well. Now this is the handle, you can keep 1 liter bottle space and a speaker as well. And here is the rear seat which is in beige, so all the interior is in beige. And now I have entered and you can see the leg space. So the leg space is quite good. The under thigh support is also very nice, and the portion where you rest your arm on the door panel is also having soft leather. This is the headroom available, so it is moderate. Now if you check the center tunnel, the center tunnel is almost flat, so the third person will not have any problem. This is the AC control for the rear passengers, and there are two vents. This is a 12-volt socket and there is a space for keeping your mobile phone. Now this is the other side door, there is a handle and there is a reading light on the side as well. The same is the case where I am sitting. So instead of giving a single cabin light, the light has been given on both the sides to make it more accessible, and these are non-adjustable headrests, so this is one disappointment here. And this is the center armrest where you will get two cup holders and it is coming out. So next time when you see a person sitting in Ciaz sipping his coffee with the cup holder, don't be shocked. And here you have the window shade which is given for the rear window and it comes with the car, so it is inbuilt. So it is a nice feature. And here there are isofix child mounts provided. And now if you ask me about the comfort you get in the rear, trust me, you will not feel claustrophobic. And apart from the cup holders issue, I feel the center armrest is very wide, so two people can easily keep their hands simultaneously and be in a very comfortable position. And now this is the dashboard of the Ciaz, so it is very classy and a sporty too. So now let's egress from here quickly and get into the details of the front. So guys, this is the front door and it opens wide enough so there will be no problem for getting in and getting out as well. Here there are buttons for operating the windows. This is the switch for operating the ORVM and this is the handle. Now here we have 1 liter bottle space and a space to keep your stuff, and there is a speaker there as well. Now coming to the seats, there is an recognition angle lever and a height adjuster. This is the lever for operating the fuel lid and this is for the opening of hood. Now here you have a button for operating the boot as well. So now let's start the vehicle first. So here we have started the car and this is the 3-spoke steering wheel which is common in many of the Suzuki cars, and if you can see there is a chrome lining at all the 3 spoke ends. And now the steering is very light. This is the horn, and on the left hand side you have the controls for operating the music system, and below there are controls for accessing the Bluetooth and for the hands-free calling. So from here you can accept the call, and below there is a button from where you can reject it. Pressing the Bluetooth button opens the Bluetooth menu. So these are the controls for operating the wipers. These are good but not the best, so a better quality would have been given. And on the right hand side there is a lever for operating the headlights and the indicators as well. Now taking you to the instrument cluster. So on the left hand side there is a dial for the tachometer, and on the right hand side you have the speedometer. The positioning of the dials is perfect, and if you check on the left hand side bottom there is a dial for the temperature, and on the right hand side there is a dial for the fuel. There is also MID at the center which is showing different parameters which you can access with these two levers. And now we will move to the center console. So you have the AC vents with a hazard button at the center, and below there is a security sensor along with the lever for operating the blower of the AC vents. and below you have the infotainment system, which is monochromatic and it supports CD player and Bluetooth as well. So from here you can increase the volume, and from here you can tune the system. So below you have the climatic control AC module, where there is a display and you can also set the temperature manually and the fan speed as well, along with the standard modes. And below you have the 12-volt socket and a USB and aux slot. So from here you can connect your cable, and if you don't want to use any of these things, you can close it simply, which looks like a single panel, which I personally liked. There are two cup holders as well. The quality of the material is moderate, it is not the best. Actually these cup holders are adjusted in the space available, so it is somewhat clumsy. And now let's close it, so it looks like a single panel, which I stated some time back. Now let's move ahead with the gearbox. So this car is having 4-speed torque converter automatic gearbox, which I believe is outdated, and if you compare it with City, it gets a 7-step CVT, which is way ahead than this gearbox. So Suzuki has to really come up with a new gearbox which will meet the current conditions. And now here you have the handbrake and handrest as well, having a very little space inside it. So this is the dashboard of the car, which looks very classy. The wooden textured fiber materials really improved the quality of this dashboard, and you will get hard plastic everywhere. Here you have an auto dimming IRVM, which is a good feature which many less Maruti cars have, and this is a compartment for keeping your glares, and these are individual cabin lights, and you can operate it from one switch as well, along with a space dedicated for mic. In the co-passenger sun visor you will get a mirror with no light, and on the driver's sun visor there is a ticket holder. Actually a very practical. Talking about the safety, this car is having 2 airbags, one for the driver and the other for the co-driver seat, achieving 4 stars in NCAP rating. And here you have the glow box, which is of decent size. The seats are very soft, so you will not find any fatigue while going for long rides, and the driving comfort is also very good. And on the right hand side of the driver you have the start stop button and switches for headlight leveler and the fog lamp. Also there is a small cavity for keeping small things, and you have below the steering there is a lever for adjusting the height, so you can adjust the height vertically, but there is no possibility for reach. So guys, that's all from my side. Let's meet again with another video. Till then, stay tuned, stay safe, and as always, drive safe. Tada!